Hi, it's Caroline here with Humble Warrior Yoga, and today I'm bringing you a short power flow. So go ahead and find your way to your space, find your way to your mat, and all you're going to need today is just some water if you'd like, and other than that, just yourself. Let's find your way to a reclined space. And as always, if that does not feel right for you today, you can always find a child's pose, maybe even a seated space. But I like to take the soles of my feet together and let my knees fall open to invite some openness to the hips. And I like to hold, or I guess not like, but I tend to hold a lot of tension in my low back and my glutes. So finding a space that allows you to find that same sense of rest, same sense of release for just a few moments here. And if that doesn't feel good, you can always take your feet about mat width distance, let your knees knock together. But wherever you are, just beginning to connect to your breath. Perhaps taking a palm to your heart, a palm to your belly, and just begin to notice here. Start to notice that gentle rise of your belly on each inhale you take in. That fall on each exhale you let go of. And just letting these first few moments shift your awareness to this moment in time, right here, right now. There is nowhere else to be. There is nothing else you need to be doing. Just this moment. And as you make that shift, I invite you today to connect to your intention. So perhaps setting a intention for your practice today that can be a quality you'd like to connect to, something you'd like to embrace as you flow, or even something you'd like to take forward with you through the rest of your day. And if nothing is coming up for you today as an intention to hold, then I invite you to join me in my intention of presence today. So as simple as that can be in theory, right? It really can be a difficult one to practice. And so with your next inhale, just drawing in that intention you've settled in on, let it fill you, let it expand every single space from your toes to the crown of your head. Breathe it in. And then when you reach the top of your breath, exhale, sighing out whatever it is you do not need to hold. We'll just take one more breath just like that, and then we will incorporate some movement. But one more good inhale all the way in through your nose. Breathe it in. This time pausing at the top of your breath, maybe sip in a little more air in through your nose. And when you cannot hold the breath in any longer, exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And when you're ready, bring some movement through your fingers, some movement through your toes, maybe through your ankles and wrists. And gently guide your knees up. Walk your feet in so they come right in front of your hips, and bring your arms either to a goalpost or all the way out to a T. Exhale, let them fall over to the left. Let your knees fall that way. We'll just start with a gentle windshield wiper today. Inhale through center. Exhale, let your knees fall off to the right. And do that a few more times, side to side. Inhale. Exhale. That slow, steady breath. Inhale. Exhale. And this time, come back through center. The next time you're even. Let's hug the knees in for the chest. Feel that nice support of your arms wrapping around your legs. One more breath here. And now extend your left leg, hug your right knee in. So movement through your right ankle in one direction, then the other. And then right away, switch sides. Hug your left knee in, right leg sends long. So movement through your left ankle this time. Switch directions if you chose to find that movement. And then let's start to flow. Take a few with that right knee hugged in, left leg sends long. And then just switch again. Left knee hugs in, right leg sends long. Start to hover that opposite heel above your mat. And with every single exhale, we'll start to connect to Uddiyana Bandha, that abdominal lock, that sensation of drawing your belly button in towards your spine to connect to your core, to connect to that heat in your abdominals. Start to float your heart up towards your shins, lift your neck and shoulders off of the ground. Let's take 2 more like that. The next time your right knee hugs in, hold there, just pause. Interlace the fingertips behind your head. Let's find a bicycle, take it over to the right. Inhale through center, twist over to the left. Start to flow. Exhale to bring your opposite shoulder a little higher up towards that knee, towards that thigh. And use that strong breath every single time you exhale on the effort. As you twist, inhale, exhale. Let's find about 2 more side to side. Exhale as you twist. Stay with your breath, last side. And then hold with me to the right. Left set and then hold with me to the right. Inhale, neck and shoulders come through center. We'll just isolate to that right side. Twist, lift and hold. Inhale, back through center. Twist, lift and hold for that brief second. Inhale. Let's take that 3 more times. 3, 2. Last one, lift and hold. Longer than a second this time, and then float your left heel up towards the sky. Exhale to hover your heel above the mat. Let's do that twice more. Inhale. Feel that space open up through your hamstring. Exhale to hover. One last time. Inhale. And exhale, just switch sides. Take it over to the left and hold that right shoulder up towards your thigh. Inhale, come back through center. Let's find that flow. Exhale, twist. Do that 3 more times. 3, 2. Last one, lift and hold. Longer than that second again. Find that heat building in the side of your core. Inhale, lift the right heel up towards the sky. Exhale to hover it above your mat. Do that twice more. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then come on back through center. This time, hug both knees in towards your heart. Lift your heart up towards your thighs. See if you can lift your hips a little closer towards your rib cage, towards your heart. One more breath. Exhale, release. Just find a gentle rock in one direction of your knees, taking them counterclockwise and then clockwise. And right away, let's rock on up to a seated space. Brief moment there. Inhale, reach overhead to breathe. Exhale to draw that intention through your heart center again. 2 more breaths just like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw that intention in. Hold it as you flow. 1 more breath in, breathe. This time, roll over your shins and meet me in tabletop. Palms under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Find a brief moment of cat-cow. So inhale, crown of your head, tailbone tips towards the sky. Exhale, round. Twice more, just like that. You can incorporate some side body movements. You can even circle your hips back towards your heels in one direction. Just 1 more round wherever you are. And we'll meet in a neutral spine. Reach the crown of your head forward, all the way out through your tailbone. This time, send your right heel behind you. Extend that leg long, like you're pressing into a wall with your foot, with your heel. And extend your left fingertips if you so choose. So everything I give you today is an option. You're going to take what works and ditch what doesn't along the way. But find that heat in your core wherever you've landed here. Even if your palm and your knee are both on the ground, just think about drawing your abdominals up, back towards your spine. Feel that hug, that support. Exhale, let's round. Bring your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, re-extend. Do that twice more. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach and hold. This time, bring your fingertip and your toe to a diagonal. So to that top and bottom corner of your mat. 1 more breath there. Exhale, back through center and release down. This time, let's switch sides. Left heel sends long behind you like you're kicking that heel into a wall. Right fingertips reach. Exhale, round. Let's find those 3 flows there. Inhale, reach. Exhale, 2. Inhale, reach. Last one. And reach and hold just for that brief moment. And then your option to take it to the diagonal. Really stay strong in that core. Still breathing. The ease among the effort, amidst that effort, amidst the chaos. And then come on back through center. From here, tuck your toes. Let's find our first down dog of the day. Your hips shift back. And take a moment to pedal through your knees, to guide your heart back towards your thighs. Ears come right between your biceps, and you're really working to find that upside down V shape. Even out with those pedals of your feet if you chose to take them, and then together let's reach your heels back towards the earth, root through your palms, and really guide your heart back towards those thighs. Send your hips up towards the sky. Breathe into that openness in the back of your body. Now with your inhale, let's shift forward into a high plank. Find that round of your spine through the transition, and then pause. Reach from the crown of your head all the way out through your heels. Exhale, shift it back, down dog again. Let's flow a few times just like that there. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press to your palms. Lead with your hips, lead with your core. Send it back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, really use your abdominals to drive that range, to drive that motion. Inhale. Exhale. One last time, inhale, shift forward and pause here. Now, we'll lower all the way down to the bellies for a nice slow 5 count. Elbows stay hugged into your side, just lower down 5. 4, you can always bring it down to your knees. 3, 2, everything touches down. Untuck your toes, press through the tops of your feet. Inhale, baby cobra, that heart shines forward. Exhale, let it go twice more. Inhale, tops of your thighs, engage. Exhale, think about squeezing between your shoulder blades. Inhale, drive that heart forward. And exhale, shift it back to child's pose. Take a moment there. Let your forehead root into your mat and find some ease. Breathe. Take a moment to catch your breath. Knowing at any point in our flow, you can always return to this space, this restorative child's pose. And within your next breath or so, make your way back to that down dog. Tuck your toes, send your hips back, and pause there. We'll find rhythmic movement together here. So with your next inhale, lift high onto all 10 of your toes. Exhale, guide your heart back towards your thighs, then send your heels down towards the earth. Let's do that about 4 more times. Inhale, rise high. Get lost in that repetition. Exhale. Inhale, rise high onto the toes. Exhale, guide your heart back. Big, strong breath. Inhale through that nose. Maybe even turning on Ujjayi breath, taking your exhales out through the nose as well. You can find that ha sound, keeping your mouth closed, that slight constriction through the back of your throat, if that connects you deeper. Next time you inhale high onto your toes, let's shift the gaze forward and walk to the top of your mat. As much bend through your knees as you need, and meet me in a forward fold. Crown of your head drapes towards the earth, and with your next inhale, halfway lift. Option to bring your palms to your shins for a little more support. Reach to the crown of your head. Exhale, fold. Twice more like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Big reach overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, that upward reach. And when you arrive at the top, cactus your arms, heart shines forward. Do that twice more. Inhale, reach. Elbows draw into your sides. Exhale, open it up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arms, your last time there. And then this time, inhale and dive on down. Palms come through heart center, lead with your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, step your right foot back. Let's find a low lunge. The back knee touches down to the earth. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Let your hips descend. That heart floats towards the sky. That openness through your right hip flexor. Exhale, palms frame that front foot. Shift your hips back. Hamstring stretch here, half splits. Maybe some movement of your toes side to side. And we'll start to pick up the cadence of our flow a little bit. So inhale, shift forward. Inhale, that option to reach. That space through your right hip flexor, and then shift back at your own pace, your own time. Just start to get lost in your flow, opening up that invitation of space, and just be here, that intention of presence. Breathe it in. The next time you shift forward, pause, tuck your back toes, and extend your back leg. We're in a runner's lunge. This time, plant your right palm, left fingertips open. Gentle spinal twist here. One more breath. Exhale, left palm plants to the earth. Step your left foot back, meet me in high plank. Now, your choice of vinyasa from here on out, so you can take it back to those baby cobras, or your option, shift forward, chaturanga dandasana. You'll lower halfway, turn onto the tops of your feet, Upward facing dog, quads stay engaged. And then shift yourself back, down dog. Pedal it out, do what you need to do. And then right away, inhale, lift high onto the toes, walk or float top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, crown of your head reaches towards the earth. Big root to rise here, inhale, reach. This time, clasp onto the left wrist, take a side body stretch over to your right. Breathe into that left side, that space between your hip bone, the base of your rib cage. One more breath here. And switch sides, clasp onto that right wrist, take it over to the left. Good breath in. Exhale it out. And then come on back through center. Your next exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Step your left foot back this time. Let's take that same flow. Back knee touches down, low lunge. Inhale, option to reach your palms. Openness through that left hip flexor. Exhale, palms frame the front foot, shift your hips back. So movement side to side through those toes if you'd like. And then start to flow when you're ready. Your own breath, your own pace, your own time. Of course, this being a little more of a dynamic flow, a power flow, you're always welcome to take that pace a little bit faster than you otherwise would have. Palms frame that front foot, meet me in that low lunge, and then tuck your back toes, runner's lunge. Extend your back leg, plant your left palm, spinal twists. Right fingertips reach for the sky. Another breath here, engage your right glutes. And exhale, right palm touches down, step it back for a plank, your choice of vinyasa again. Find your flow. And eventually meeting me in down dog. You can always skip those vinyasas as a way to reset and just meet me in down dog. All right, from here, inhale, right leg sends high for the sky. Exhale, knee towards your nose, round through the top of your spine. Inhale, send it back, do that twice more. Exhale, shift it forward. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, shift it forward, pause there, and this time step it through, crescent lunge. Back leg stays lifted, sweep your arms overhead, pause here. Hips are square, that good openness through your left hip flexor. With your exhale, shift yourself forward, palms reach back behind you. Reach your fingertips for the sky, feel your triceps kick on a little bit there, and then inhale, reach high. Flow there, hinge at your hips, twice more. Heat through that front glute, front quad, inhale, reach. Exhale, shift forward and hold. Now, your option, you can stay right here, start to play with floating your left toes off of the earth, and meet me in warrior three. Option to reach your arms overhead for a little more activation through your shoulders. And now with your exhale, palms touch the ground. If you're tighter through that right hamstring, take more of a bend through your knee. Half splits. Really work to keep your hips squared off towards the ground. I don't want you to think about lifting your leg as high as possible, but first focus on that square of your hips and reach your heel from that point. All right, half moon from here. Right palm comes under your nose, left hip bone stacks over your right. Reach your left fingertips for the sky. So really important as we come into a balanced posture, find your drishti, your gaze on a steady point. And if you're feeling extra stable today, you can reach the right fingertips off of the earth, engage through your right side body, and find that half moon with the right fingertips off the mat. One more breath in. Exhale, bring the fingertips back down towards the mat if you weren't already there. Meet me in warrior two. Bend through your right knee. Set your left heel down on the mat, open it up. Warrior two. Hips settle in here. Bend through that right knee, reach your fingertips. Gaze comes over the middle finger of that front arm. Just breathe. Take your moment to settle after that good balanced posture. And with your inhale, reverse your warrior. Stay bent through that front leg. Reach your palm back towards the back of your mat. Exhale. Extended triangle pose. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, shift it forward. Let's flow there one more time. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, this time palms frame that front foot, sweep your right leg back. And your choice, either meet me in down dog or flow through another vinyasa. Really beautiful job. Settle in here, take your moment. And we will do that on the second side. So rather than coming from a space of anticipation and expectation of the second side, again, draw upon that intention of presence. In addition to that intention you've set, or if you chose to join me in that intention. Bring yourself back to your breath right here, right now. Really natural for other thoughts, other things, even feelings to come up as we flow, to distract you from your practice. It's really, really normal. But notice if you can use that breath as a tool to ground you, to anchor you here. All right, with your next inhale, lift your left leg high for the sky. And exhale, shift it forward, knee towards your nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, shift it forward. Round through that spine. Inhale, reach back. This time, pause with that knee towards your nose and then step it through, crescent lunge. Stay high on that back ball of your foot. Reach your arms overhead. Pause here. Hips are square. Stay really active. With your exhale, hinge at your hips. Find that press of your palms up towards the sky. Activate those triceps. Inhale, reach high. Twice more. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge forward and pause. Now, that option, you can always stay right here or start to play with that warrior three when you're ready. Just keep breathing. Find that drishti. Gaze on a steady point to help stabilize you. And then bring both palms down to the earth. Bend through your left knee for that half splits first. You can always stay right here, a little more supportive with both palms down on the ground. If you have blocks at home or if you have a water bottle, something like that, you can always use that as a way to bring the earth closer to you. So keeping that in mind. And then when you're ready, let's make our way to that half moon. Maybe before you're ready, right? Bring your left fingertips down in front of your nose. Spiral the right hip over your left hip bone. Right fingertips reach for the sky. So this side is a lot more unsteady for me. Side to side, things will feel different. We're not made symmetrically. But then, if you'd like, play with floating those left fingertips off the ground. Keep drawing your back heel up towards the sky. Keep your side glute engaged there. One more breath in. Exhale, bring that left palm back down to the earth. Bend through your left knee. Let's make our way into warrior two. You have that beautiful heel to arch alignment. Left heel lines up with that right arch. Fingertips reach, hips settle in. Breathe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Palm flips towards the back of your mat. Keep your front knee bent. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to that extended side angle. I think I called it triangle on the first side. So extended side angle. That's where we're at. Oh, inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, this time palms frame that front foot. Step it back and your choice to flow one more time from that sequence. Meet me in down dog. Breathe. Opportunity to let yourself settle after that hard work. And we'll take just one more nice flow all the way through. And then start to make our shift into slowing things down. One more breath here. And then with your inhale, shift your gaze forward and walk or float to the top of your mat. Walk or hop there. When you arrive, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big root to rise here, pause at the top. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space, stand tall. We'll play with some tree pose to finish out today. So really fun way to play with some balance. We'll start on that right leg. So shift all of your weight into your right foot. Start to get really light on that left foot. Now you can play with bringing it to your ankle joint, either below your knee joint or to the top of your inner thigh. So up to you. Again, that drishti, gaze on a steady point, is going to be super important to keeping you stable here. Maybe you grow some branches. Maybe you start to sway side to side in the wind. Knowing if you fall, if you feel a little unsteady, that's part of it. It's part of the practice. Probably means you're doing something to challenge yourself today, and that's a beautiful thing. One more breath in wherever you are here. And then inhale, bring your knee right in front of your hip bone. Pause there. Exhale, flow into warrior three. So kick that heel back behind you. Maybe bring your arms down by your sides or reach them overhead to keep it more active. Inhale, let's flow there. Reach. Bring that knee in front of your hip. Exhale, keep your gaze on a steady point. One more time. Inhale. Exhale to that warrior three. And then inhale, bring it back up. Meet me in that one-legged Tadasana with that knee in front of your hip. Now with your exhale, bring both feet down to the earth, forward fold, Uttanasana, let it go. Really beautiful job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big root to rise. We have that second side, and then we'll slow things down. Palms come through that heart center. Stay standing. Now shift all of the work, all of that weight into your left foot. Grow really light on your right toes. Start to play with bringing that to your ankle joint, your calf, maybe your inner thigh. Gaze once again on that steady point. You can grow some branches if you feel steady. Whatever feels authentic for your practice today. Maybe sway in the wind. Keeping your focus here, keeping yourself present. Balance requires a lot of that. One more breath. Come on back through center within that next breath or two. And with your inhale, bring that knee right in front of you, one-legged Tadasana. With your exhale, send it back to warrior three. Kick that heel back behind you, like you're pressing it into a wall like we started with today. Inhale, flow. Knee comes in front of your hip. Two more times here. Exhale, send it back. Ooh, one more breath in. Knee comes in front of you. Send it back one last time. Yes, you can. I'm in this with you. And then the next time you inhale, bring it in front of your hip. Pause there for one last breath. Exhale, both feet come down to the earth. Let's forward fold. Really nice job. Halfway lift. And then exhale, take your feet about that mat's width distance and we'll find ragdoll. So palms come to opposite forearms or opposite elbows. Crown of your head drapes towards the earth and just find a gentle sway. So we found a pretty dynamic flow today, built a little bit of heat, and we'll now use some of that heat to find a sensation of release, a deeper sense of release. And settle into stillness through center if you were finding that side-to-side sway. And exhale, release your palms, turn your heels in, toes turn out slightly, and sink your seat for Malasana squat, that yogi squat. Elbows come to the inside of your thighs. Gentle guide of your knees open. Facilitate a little openness there. Starting to let yourself settle. One more breath here. And with your exhale, take your fingertips behind you and find your way to a seated space. From here, find cobbler. Soles of your feet come together. Reach the crown of your head high for the sky. Start to hinge yourself forward. Now, if it feels okay, you can find that round through your spine. Maybe walk your fingertips forward, up to you. Notice the outside of your hips here. Start to breathe into that space. Just a few more breaths here, and then we will make our way to a space for Shavasana. One last full inhale in. Exhale, maybe sigh it out. Let it be audible, let it go. Gently walk yourself up. And from here, make your way into a space for Shavasana. So I will take a reclined space. If you'd rather stay upright in a seated space, you're more than welcome to. You can always return to child's pose. It just once more making this shift into stillness in the same manner we've started our practice today. Maybe softening your gaze or even closing your eyes here. And perhaps cultivating a sense of gratitude for this beautiful practice you have participated in today. Thanking yourself for setting aside this time to fill you back up, to pour back into you. And continuing to notice each inhalation you take in, each exhalation you let go of. We'll just take a few more moments here in stillness to just allow everything to be as it is. And with your next inhale, taking in the biggest, deepest breath you've taken in yet today, once more, let that intention fill you. Let this sense of presence fill you. When you reach the top, pause, sip a little more air in through the top of your nose, through the top of your breath, and then exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And you are welcome to stay in this space as long as you may need today. Or taking your time, you can start to invite some movement back through your fingers, your toes, your ankles and wrists. Maybe join me in taking a full body stretch, interlace the fingertips, reach them overhead, reach from your toes all the way up through the base of your palms. And gently roll yourself off to one side. Take a pause there. Let your head be heavy into your arm. Noticing the support of the earth beneath you. And as you're ready, making your way up to a seated space, just meeting me there. Your palms will come together right in front of your heart center, drawing in all of this beautiful energy, awareness, and presence that you have connected to today. And the light in me recognizes, reflects, and is in awe of the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.